Moving on, former Chief Justice Sophia Akuffo says Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta has not done a good job in management of the economy. The former Chief Justice Akuffo says Finance Minister has not done any good in the way he has run the economy. She says the Finance Minister has failed to see through the promise by this government to protect the public purse. When he took office in 2017, Ghana's economy is currently facing tough times, with government focused mainly on securing an International Monetary Fund support program. The former Chief Justice has been commenting on the state of affairs to Raymond Akwa on our front.
I recall is that when Ken became Minister of Finance in 2017, I heard him on the TV. He was talking, and he was saying that he sees his responsibility as being that of protecting the national coffers. Now, the promise and the achievement, the gap is too big, and I need more explanation. I think that's it. You know, you'll be surprised. Normally I take things, when it comes to a lot of things, I take things from their most simplified format. There's no need to be complex about all kinds of things. I'm not an economist, so I'm not going to be able to argue all kinds of isms and so on and so forth. No. But all I know is that you were going to protect the national coffers, and they are now empty. Whether they were empty at that time or not is neither here nor there, because you were not going to be protecting the empty thing. You were going to protect it and make sure that everything that comes into it henceforth is going to be well husbanded. I'm using that word in its old-fashioned term. You know, and so we would go on, and we will not, you know, sort of reverse again. Yes. So it's been very disappointing.
How the economy has turned out.
Yes, and the fact is, whether it is Ken Ofori-Atta or if it was Mr.
It was Secretary before Ofori-Atta, yes.
If it was somebody else, it would still have been the same. I would still feel the same. It's not, you know, in public things, in things concerned with the Republic of Ghana, in things that are matters matters of public interest, I don't get personal. It's not personal.
Okay.
It's not Ken Ofori-Atta. It's the person who's been given the responsibility to manage the economy, I don't think has done a good job. Okay. That's it.
Should he be removed?
Hey, as for that one, I'm not his appointer. The person who appoints,
if we're asked to advise the president today, should he remove him?
I will ask him, why is he asking me?
Okay. She wants a reduction in the number of ministers in this government.
So, I think so. I think there are many areas where there has not been much to show for. And therefore, somebody else should be asked to try it. And then there are some ministries that also need to go back to their former partners, because there are some ministries which were split up. I was explaining to my daughter that when I was growing up, there was Ministry of Transport and Communication. That was just what came into my mind. And transport included air, land, sea, you name it. Anything that is transportational, that was transport and communication. I think they were, at that time, even in charge of roads for a bit before they split off roads and highways and so on and so forth. But now we've taken everything apart and minister of this, minister of that, minister of that, deputy minister of this, deputy minister of that. And I think we've come to the point where it's quite evident that indeed too many cooks do spoil the broth, because each one thinks the other one is doing what they should be doing, or everybody is getting into the other person's way, and turf wars and so on and so forth.
What would be an ideal number?
Oh, I'm not going to even venture to suggest a number.